All right, everybody, what's going on? And welcome to another edition of SWAC Talk. Of course, this is the show where we cover the SWAC inside and out, and I'm your tour guide around the SWAC. See what else coming at you. And this, like I said, man, I don't normally do, I don't normally do the immediate first time something drops, but man, I saw this and I just wanted to go ahead and put this on video. Now, it can happen, it can not happen. I'm not trying to be, not necessarily trying to be first and nothing like that, but today, we got a little bit of coaching news that we're going to talk about. I'll put it that way, and then we'll go from there. First and foremost, man, y'all can check out the socials. Of course, they are scrolling on the screen. They should be. All right, there they go. They're scrolling on the screen down below. You can check those out. Facebook is Swag Talk, Instagram Swag Talk, Twitter Swag Talk 76. You can subscribe if you haven't done so already, man. We're making our way up to 800. So, man, let's continue to do that, man. Thank you if you've already subscribed. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe. Like the videos, please like them and share them. Feel free to comment and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted to any videos that I drop. Big note, we have on Swag Smoke coming on Thursday. We're going to be joined by Esias Guthrie, one of the newest Jackson State Tigers, one of the big-time targets out the transfer portal. So he's gonna be chopping it up with us on Swag Smoke on Thursday. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. 6 p.m. Eastern. 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Man, I can't talk right now. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. And that's big, man. That's our first guest on our first, that's our first live guest on the show. First Swag Smoke guest. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Other than that, man, probably not going to be a lot of videos dropping in the next few days. I'm attempting to go back on vacation next week. As y'all probably know, my vacation was canceled last week because of the weather. So hopefully the weather is better. I can take me a little vacation, but probably going to try to, record some stuff and drop some stuff for y'all sporadically during that time. So just going to keep y'all on the heads up. Now, man, let's get to this video. Ed Reed, that's a name that a lot of people didn't had on the radar for any coaching job that's come up in the SWAC. He is being reported. This was a tweet by Brett McMurphy, who is a guy who definitely covers a lot of sports. He typically is one of those guys that breaks a lot of college football news. He works for Action Network HQ. Does a lot of scoops. Drops a lot of news. He had dropped a tweet about 30 minutes ago that stated that Ed Reed will be the next head coach at Bethune Cookman, according to his sources. Obviously, all that can end up not being true, or it can be true. So. I'm just putting it out there as a speculation deal. Ed Reed to Bethune Cookman. Hey, he played in Florida. He got Louisiana roots. He's from Louisiana. Got Florida roots. Obviously played at University of Miami. NFL guy, man. Just one of the greats at the safety position. Obviously, his resume speaks for itself, but hey, I'm gonna run through it just because I love to give people their flowers. Why they here. Ed Reed is from St. Rose, Louisiana, which is right outside of New Orleans. In case y'all don't know, he went to Destrehan High School. He played at the University of Miami, and he obviously starred there. Big time guy. Did it all. In high school, he played quarterback and running back, defensive back, did it all. At Miami, he was a standout defensive back for Butch Davis and Larry Coker from 97 to 2001. He was a member of that 2001 national championship team in Miami, one of the greatest teams in the history of football. Damn near everybody on that team went pro. He set several records. During his time in Miami, he holds the career interception record with 21, the career interception return yards with 39, interception return for touchdowns at 5. He blocked 4 punts during his 4-year career, and he was a member of the track and field team while he was at Miami, and he was a Big East champion in the javelin. He was the Big East Defensive Player of the Year in 2001. He won the National Player of the Year award. He was a finalist for the Jim Thorpe Award, which goes to the best defensive back, and he was a semifinalist for the Bronco Nagurski Trophy. He was a first-team All-American in 2000, a unanimous first-team All-American in 2001. He led the nation with 9 interceptions in 2001 for 2,009 yards, which was a school record, and he scored 3 touchdowns on pick sixes. I mean, obviously I don't have to say a lot about his football career, but this guy is a guy that that is he's a legend in football. Man, he was inducted to the College Football Hall of Fame on January 7th, 2018, drafted by the Baltimore Ravens. He was the man in Baltimore, man. He signed a 5-year contract with the Ravens in 2002, and he had an illustrious career, man. Just really don't want to, I could be all day going into everything that he did in the NFL, but 174 games played, 7 touchdowns scored, 643 tackles, 139 passes defended, 64 interceptions. He returned those 64 interceptions for 1,500 yards, almost 1,600 yards, 11 forced fumbles, 13 fumble recoveries. He's NFL Hall of Famer, obviously. He holds several NFL records. Most career interception yards, 1,590. Longest interception return, 108 yards. Most career postseason interceptions, tied for first at 9. He had the most seasons in leading the league in interceptions with 3, tied with Grambling great Everson Walls. So that's a SWAC connection right there. You can't beat that. SWAC great and maybe a SWAC great head coach. Those two things can kind of go hand in hand. So that's a little bit of a thing that I thought was interesting. I find all things interesting. But like I said, man, just a guy who is you know him, man. Ain't too much I need to say. He was elected to the NFL Hall of Fame February 2nd, 2019. In his first year, he was the first ballot Hall of Famer. It don't get no better than that. Like I said, he's a total record setter. On January 13th, 2016, he was hired as an assistant defensive back coach for the Buffalo Bills. He coached under Rex Ryan for the 3rd time after stints together with the Ravens and the Jets during his playing career. After serving the 2016 season with Buffalo, he was now retained by Coach McDermott. On January 30th, 2020, he was hired by the University of Miami as the football team's chief of staff, which is an advisory role to head coach Manny Diaz at the time, but now he is serving in that same role under Coach Mario Cristobal at Miami. So, like I said, this is a name that a lot of people have said multiple times, man. Every and I think that this is a good opportunity for Bethune Cookman if they can make this move. I'm not the biggest guy in terms of celebrity coaches, although I don't really consider him necessarily a celebrity. I think he's more of an NFL Hall of Fame type guy. Same thing with Coach Prime. I never liked that celebrity term to me, because that says like they are outside of football and they just stars. But these are NFL guys that know what they're doing. Now, everybody that's a great player cannot be a great coach. A lot of great guys can't coach. A lot of great guys can't run organizations. Isaiah Thomas, I'm looking at you. But, a lot of guys, that are not the best at playing can be a good coach. So just because this guy's a great player doesn't necessarily mean he's a great coach. But when you take a guy that is a student of the game, a guy that, and it's ironic that they had a video pop up this week about how he used his knowledge of watching film to kind of bait Peyton Manning into an interception in a game. That's just a guy that studies tendencies to an excessive degree and knows the ins and outs of his position. I think, when you take a guy like that and you bring him into a spot like Bethune Cookman, where the slate is clean, they have some history in recent years, but this program, needs that shot in the arm. This can be that for them. This is a team that the first 2 years in the SWAC have not been good. They've really struggled, especially defensively. So if you get a guy that can come in and lock down defense, the offense will come around. I think this is a good shot in the arm for the SWAC, for the East Division, for Bethune Cookman. I hope this move comes true. Like I said, he's a Florida guy, he's a Louisiana guy. He got a name all over. And he's been around long enough that younger people know who he is. So that's not an issue. Now whether he got whether this comes true or not, that remains to be seen. But I think that this could be a move that can definitely help shape the identity of the league, help shape Bethune Cookman. Now, if he gets this job, he's gonna be behind the 8 ball a little bit, but with the portal, that definitely is probably gonna change for them. They probably be able to hit the portal really hard before the February signing day, because I didn't really hear anything from them during the early signing period. I didn't even hear about an interim coach and none of that. So this could be a big move. I mean, if Reggie Theus, AD, reached out and got this guy, I think this could be a good move for Bethune Cookman. Like I said, if you watch me enough, I'm not crazy about just picking up any guy that played football to be a coach. But I think it's what works for your program. Everybody's program doesn't work the same. A team like this can definitely use that shot in the arm, and anything can kind of boost them. So this could be a game changer, man. This could definitely swing a pendulum Bethune Cookman way and get them back on their winning ways. So we'll monitor this as the situation develops. Obviously, like I said, this is something that just hit the Twitter sphere about 30 minutes ago. So this is pretty fresh. So make sure to keep tabs on this. And like I said, anything that happens with this, you definitely hear it here as well as other places. But make sure you stay tuned in to SWAC Talk. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video. Like I said, on Thursdays, 6 p.m. live, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, SWAC Smoke, being joined by Sias Guthrie, Jackson State defensive back transfer. So y'all make sure y'all peep that out. And I'll catch y'all on the rebound. Peace.